Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. Good morning. Time for another Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. Today we are finishing up our chapter in Exodus 15, so let's get right to it. This is right after Moses' song. Verse 20. Then the prophet Miriam, Aaron's sister, took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines and with dancing. And Miriam sang to them, "Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Horse and rider he has thrown into the sea." Then Moses ordered Israel to set out from the Red Sea, and they went into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink the water of Marah because it was bitter. This is why it was called Marah. And the people complained against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" He cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood. He threw it in the water, and the water became sweet. There the Lord made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he put them to the test. He said, "If you will listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God, and do what is right in his sight, and give heed to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will not bring upon you any of the diseases that I brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord who heals you." Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped there by the water. Our scripture today is one of praise and thanksgiving and healing. And I really greatly appreciate that the author of the book of Exodus puts this story directly following Israel being delivered from the Red Sea. That it's directly following Moses' song, because it shows off the importance that the entire community celebrated. It wasn't just the men, or it wasn't just Moses that was doing the celebrating, it was the women, everyone in the community. They all had joy on their hearts. They were all shaking their tambourines and dancing and exalting to God all of these praises. And this is not the only time where we see women specifically kind of make this praise unto God. We see this happen often in Scripture. Wherever we see a woman present, we see this kind of exaltation and praise that happens. We see it with the Mother Mary, within the anticipated birth of Christ, going to see Elizabeth and Christ jumping in her womb. We see that song of praise, the I can't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about, the song of praise that Mary does. And we also see, though, some kind of references. If we remember our book of Ruth and our study in that, we talked about Naomi and her relation to the word Mara, or the name Mara. That Naomi, after losing her husband and sons, and now is just left with her daughter-in-laws, Ruth and Orpah, Naomi comes back into town and says, "Call me Mara, because my life is bitter." And this ability to have this moment of sorrow and have it still be somewhat connected to God, that God can hear these emotions, is something of note. And that Naomi makes this connection right back here to Exodus 15, I think, is also of note. That God can hear our wide range of emotions, our sorrows and pains, as well as our triumphs and joys. So the question today is, what would you sing to God? What is your song that you would sing to God today? Do you have a song of praise that you can bring out your tambourines and show off your great dance moves? Do you have a song of lament or sorrow that you wish to sing to God? What do you want to sing to God today? This has been 5-Minute Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. I hope you have a great day because you are so worthy of it. and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott.